Hello everyone and welcome back to a LEGO Star Wars review. So today we're looking at set number 75333, Obi-Wan Kenobi'S Jedi Starfighter. So in this set we have 282 pieces, and ignore that price tag because it actually retails for £30 and $30 US. In the set we get 3 minifigs. You get R4, Obi-Wan and the Kaminoan Tanway. And let's have a look at the box art here. So we get fantastic back print of Kamino there in the storms. This is an episode 2 set. Let's have a look on the back. Show some of the play features, which we'll get into. Ignore the terrible ripping job I've done there. And then the scene when he's getting off. I mean, it's not exactly canonical that he gets off and talks to her, but it's close enough. There's some side box art there, as usual. Well, I say as usual, but unlike the summer wave. But yeah, let's have a look at these sets. Okay, first up we will have a look at the main man, Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's no arm printing on this minifig, a little bit of back printing, but he's wearing a robe, so you can't exactly expect much than that. The flowing robe's going straight down into his leg print. He does have 2 faces and 2 different headpieces as well, so that is his little hood that he's got there. That's his first face, kind of looks like he's curious about something. And on the back you get the headpiece where he's wearing his golden mic whenever he's flying around in his little starfighter there, so he can communicate with everyone. But on top of that you do also get a second headpiece with his luscious locks, if I could do a better job of putting his hair on there. And it's a nice headpiece. It kind of represents the mullet from the movie. It's very ginger, but I think it's a good headpiece for him. But yeah, it's a pretty good minifig for this one. Next up we have R4. It's just a standard astromech really. He has no back printing, which would have been nice, but in a 30 quid set it's not going to be expected really. Lovely red colour, same as the build in the background there, but it's just another astromech to add into the collection. And finally the minifig everybody's been waiting for, the Kaminoan. So as you can see, fantastic back and front print there, a little bit of black lines just to try and define where they're a little bit skinnier. You know, they're not actually walking cubes, so they have to show a bit of the skinniness there. A fantastic head mold and the little necklace, well, it's not a necklace, the headless that goes around the top of the head there, which is in the movie as well. So it's great to finally get a Kaminoan in print. And especially in such a cheap set as well. You'd think it would go in a more expensive set, but for a £30 set, $30 set, I think it's absolutely great that we finally get Kaminoan in LEGO Star Wars. Okay, and now on to the main build itself. So first off, let's go over some of the positives of this set. It has a really sleek, nice looking design. It's got a fantastic colour scheme of it. I do love the Republic red and green. It's a good little build to put together, slightly repetitive. I love that they've included the little sonar dish as well, so when he tries to get the signal out and they can't reach Coruscant in the movie. And also, kids-wise, it's very swooshable. You hold it at the back, it's not going to fall apart on you. It can take a bump or two, so it's really good just to fly about and have a play. Play features-wise, we have the 2 stud shooters located on the front. Also on the bottom here, you can see there is storage space for his lightsaber, which you can just chuck on there, so that means that won't get lost for you as well. There's also this little leg which sticks out. It means it's kind of a bit rocky, so it's easy to fall side to side. It's a little bit unstable. In the actual movie itself, it has 2 little leg pieces which stick out from the side, so basically another one of these, one either side, which would look cool, or it would be more movie accurate, but for looks wise I guess it would look kind of silly, but I think that would be the next upgrade that they would possibly do to this in the future. There is also space there, so you can take off R4's head and plop that on, have his head going around, and also in the belly looking bit there you can store R4's body, so he just sits in there nicely and you can cover him back up again, which means R4 won't get lost. Now, there is storage space for R4, but unfortunately, there's no storage space for the second headpiece. So you just kind of have to keep that close by. There's nowhere to put it, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. It's just a headpiece, really. So As I said, there's 2 stud shooters on the top there as well. A nice design. It is sleek, like I said. Everything's pretty movie accurate. The only real draw away from it is the panel gaps. So you can see there, you can actually see through to the other side, and it's also not exactly very straight there. These are some massive panel gaps. Also, the build it's just kind of fat. It's layer after layer all the way down, when in the movies it's very sleek, straight down, almost rounded off feel to it. But for the storage space for R4, you kind of have to get over that. Now, some issues I have with this set, and you can probably tell, but there is a lot of stickers. So on either side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one at the front here, 8, 9, and then there's another 7 on the other side here. So there's a lot of stickers for such a cheap set. So there is a lot of stickers for such a cheap set, but there's nothing else you can really do. It's there in the universe. They kind of have to put them there. It doesn't really matter on the price. And like I said as well, it does kind of have like a beer belly on it. That's what M&R said, and I agree. It does have like a chunky feel to it down the middle. It's not very sleek. It kind of needs to be more rounded out, and then a bit longer at the front as well, possibly, with the gaps a bit closer together. So if you want to look at it that way, there's still room for improvement on this set. It's not quite perfect, but it is very, very good. It does look great, and it is a fantastic display piece as well. So then, for my overall thoughts on this set, if I was to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it an 8. It's really fun. The build is slightly repetitive, and there is a lot of stickers, and there is still some design elements that could be improved upon. But as a display piece, it's great. And apart from those, they are quite big issues, but apart from that, I do think it's pretty spot on. I do love everything else about it, to be honest with you. Getting the Kaminoan in such a cheap set as well is really the cherry on top of this set. But it's, like I said, let down by the stickers, the gaps, and the repetitiveness of it. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.